Alright, it begins. This is my new job. This is my first job, really. I'm 29 years old, and this is my first real job. No, this is. Oh, I'm like thinking right now what I need to do. I'm looking at these waveforms. That's all I'm doing now. But I'm still working out like what effects I can use to sort of make this sound slightly better. It sounds good. There's podcasts that I've listened to or have listened to in the past that sound way worse. This is fine. There isn't the biggest disparity between like the best sounding podcast and the worst sounding. Well, I shouldn't say the worst because that's probably recorded with a fucking camcorder from 2009 or one of those old microphones that are like a gaming microphone where it's just like attached to a headset. One of my friends, I told him to get on Discord with the rest of us, and he has his Audio Technicas, and he just like attached an old gaming microphone onto that and uses that, and it sounds fine. He sounds as good as anyone on the chat, and everyone else has like, how much are the microphones? 130 or something? What are they called? Roadcasters? Fuck it, I'm looking it up. I wish I had one of them. Well, I don't mind my microphone that I have right now. It's not the best. It's good enough. Yeah, Roadcaster Pro, I guess. No, wait, that's not it. What the fuck? This is like a an Ableton. What the mic, you idiot? Where is it? Yeah. Fuck. Rodecaster Pro. Yeah. That microphone, which I guess comes with its accompanying mixing desk, which I think I've seen one of these before, like my boss showed me. So who knows if I'll be using one of them in a future date. But yeah, that's cool, I guess. That's all I got to say. Oh, Christ. Well, doesn't seem like I got up to much today. Wow, fuck, I got nothing to say. I'm working on a video for another channel on blackface. If you want to watch that, send me a message. Didn't take very long to make. Well, I still got to export it. Then I got to do a thumbnail for it. Then I've got to come up with a title. Then I've got to write out the description, and I got to upload it. There's all this stuff that you got to do, even when you finished a fucking video. You finished the video, like this other one I'm working on now, which I should be working on right now. How long have I been working on it for? I mean, I've been researching it since last year. When did I'll find out right now. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. It was in August. It wasn't that far back. Or was it? Well, it seems like... hang on, I want to know exactly. Yeah, okay. I started the video editing in April. Fuck, I've been lazy since then. I should have finished it by the end of May. Well, I did have problems with my computer in June, so that took off about 11 days or so. 11 days of not even having my fucking computer. Oh, dreadful. What a fucking time. Just before then, I spent a week with no internet? I did have my phone, but I was running out of data. But no internet, more or less. And then I finally got internet, but then I went out without my computer. God, it's been a terrible fucking year for us all, hasn't it? Ugh. Why the fuck did my computer just shit itself as soon as I moved? It's all fixed. I had to replace the OS, I guess. I don't know. I didn't do it. I don't know how to do anything. If I got to do something, I pay someone to do it. I guess the thing is, pay someone to do it, but take notes, maybe even film it while they're doing it, have them narrate it, and then next time you'll know what to do. I'm seriously thinking this when it comes to certain other things, like getting videotapes digitized, but properly and with no fuckery, no losing the signal every 37 seconds. So what was I saying? I was working on that video since, like I would have started doing the narration, not the editing, but actually getting the voicing in April. But writing the script took a month. Doing notes and research took months. And now it's finally finished. But then I finish it, I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to do a thumbnail. Damn it, I gotta do this now. Don't even have a title for it. An exact title. Well, the video is on the new Hollywood movement of the 70s in America. That's it, really. That's all it's about. I finally, it's not entirely finished. It's about 98%, I suppose. Maybe more than that, actually. I love it when there's a problem. Like I had a problem with clipping with the audio because I wasn't used to getting the microphone, using it in Premiere Pro, so I fucked that up. So I've been worried about that for a long time. And I love it when you have a problem and the solution for it is really easy. It doesn't take long and it works fine. You're like, oh good, that's that over with. With the clipping, I had to look up how to unclip it. So I looked up a tutorial video, I followed along, I did it, then I had to normalize the audio again and listen to it back. And I'm like, yeah, oh, these clipped parts don't sound clipped anymore. Sounds perfectly fine. Great. Can't hear any distortion or any lost data at all, it seems. Not to my ears, or I guess anyone's ears, unless you're a full-on audiophile. That was great. I thought it was going to be a real hassle. Maybe it will be. I haven't finished that. I haven't finished the clipping yet. Speaking of clipping, it's gonna fuck with your ears. That's gonna fuck with my ears because only I'm gonna listen to this. Oh yeah, this is the David Morgan Brown Experience, episode -8. Sorry, yeah, I guess it's the third episode. I've been in it. Oh yeah, it's the 3rd of the 7th, 2020. It is 8:33. I gotta leave soon. Not really leave, but I have to leave my seat at my computer to go to the couch. That's what I mean by leave soon. I've been in a habit of listening to these episodes immediately after, just to check, see how it sounds. Not like so much technical issues. I'm looking, it's fine, as in it's not clipping, so that's all good, that should be fine. Most of you do it all in post. You listen back, you're like, it sounds okay, I know, I suppose. Wait, let me throw in a few effects. Some reverb. Well, we don't need any more reverb. Some de-reverb. Some whoosh. Some wah-wah. What the fuck was I talking about? Did I finish what the fuck I was talking about? Listening to these episodes. Oh, right, just not checking, the technical details of the sound, but how I sound. Am I talking like when I yell into it, am I yelling like this? Oh man, I'm yelling and I'm so fucking angry. I just get quieter when I yell. When I actually yell, my voice gets really high pitched. I go, no, I don't know how to replicate it. I don't want to yell right now. I'm not angry, not yet. I will be later on. Hopefully in the next 10 minutes, which is when I plan to stop this podcast. Well, that's it. That's the end of that. Maybe there should be a 10-minute. It could be exactly 10 minutes if I click it down right. But another thing is I'm trying to see how long I can go for. All right. What have I been thinking about recently? I'm getting into my own brain. As I see what's going on right now in the entertainment world, just taking a look at that and seeing that there's been, I guess what looks to be the biggest virtue signaling that does nothing to correct any issues at all happening at the moment. So, yeah, there's a lot of that. What was that? This Wikipedia page I'm on. This is called "List of Changes Made Due to the George Floyd Protests." I thought it was called like "List of Changes Made in the Media and the culture." due to George Floyd protests. I didn't know this was like changes in general, and most of these are just like this blackface episode has been removed and this blackface episode. Pretty much all of these. Okay, I shouldn't say all of them. More than half of these, because a lot of them are from sort of recent shows. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Like The Office, Peep Show. Hang on. I can't sneeze. Fuck. Like most of these shows are new in, I don't know, the past 15 years. It's not like 1930 with actual blackface. 30 Rock with Bob and David, that came out in like 2017. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. These are all new shows that were making fun of blackface by using it. Someone walks in like, hey, look, I put on blackface. Oh, I'm looking like... They don't say they're using blackface. They're like, hey, I'm trying to look like my friend here. Hey, look, I'm black. Oh. And everyone else is really embarrassed and like, oh no, this is terrible. Oh no, now we have a black person coming over soon. Look out, they can't see this. This is awful. Oh, it's that sort of thing. It's not literally like, yeah, fuck black people. Yeah, this is what they're like. Ugh. It's pretty that's the obvious joke. It's the very obvious joke. Apart from that, the rest of them are just making specific, like a white person needs to play a black person, so they do. Yeah. No, I need to look into this a bit more before I get cancelled, before I even begin. I fucking wake up tomorrow and I've lost my job, I've lost my parents, lost my dog. People out just in front of my house with picket signs. I'm like, man, I didn't even upload these. How'd you get this? One of the ones that I'm looking at here, which won't be in my video, is to do with Faulty Towers, which I never really watched. I tried getting into it a few times. This guy who makes a joke about Indians says the N-word, makes a joke about it, haha. And as I'm saying, people all look at him in the show like, oh, they're really shocked and think this guy's an idiot. It's weird. It's not blackface, it's just someone, a racist in a TV show saying the N-word. And I guess this is a comedy show, but it's still the same thing where it's not like this character is looked up to because it's just like a supporting character or really a bit part. Although what I'm seeing here, it says UK TV later stated they would reinstate the episode along with guidance, noting that it contained potentially offensive content and language. If that's it, if you're just putting labels at the start, I don't see too many people complaining about that. I don't give a crap about that. Saying, oh, look, this was made in a different time. There is some potentially offensive content and language that may offend minority communities, racial minorities. I've grown up with that. It's just that with, if you're watching a movie on TV or a TV show, it starts off saying PG, M, or MA, or AV. Like, this contains violence and coarse language and sex scenes and drug use. Like, look out. It says offensive as that. So if there's people complaining about that these are like uncensored, unaltered shit with whatever race... content making fun of racism, which all these things are doing, or most of them. This one in particular, though, you're going to complain about, when you play a Netflix thing and it comes up at the very top saying drug use, coarse language. Like, oh, I'm not a fucking baby. I don't need to see this. Like, doesn't matter. It's just coming up for a second. Go fucking. Well, there's nothing you can do in that time. It only comes up for a few seconds. You can't take a shit or make a coffee in that time. Obviously, the thing that people are saying is that whiteface is still okay. I think whiteface is okay. It's just, I saw it in that 30 Rock episode, and I saw it in Dave Chappelle show recently. And I'm like, they've done a bad... I'm offended by the makeup job with them. They just put white flour on these black people. It's like, come on, man. You gotta get a little bit of pink in there. It's not... You look like a ghost. You look like you're dead. Doesn't look like a white person at all. You can't just... White people aren't just ghostly white. Get a little bit of pink makeup in there. Maybe it's getting better, as we've seen from the movie White Chicks. But that's different. That's like latex over the top. And that has its own problems because it doesn't like meld with the eye. So I'm still thinking about whatever TV shows can I talk to the manager of racism? I have a few other TV shows and movies that need to be removed from history so that we never seemed like we were racist in the past 40 years. Everything before then, before like 1967, if there was like racist cartoons and all that, that's okay. We can deal with them and their disclaimers because they are full on absolutely racist. The caricatures in that are just horrendous. But if it's after that time, like even in the past 15 years, well, we can't just do the same thing and have like disclaimers. We need to get rid of it because we haven't been racist. Wait, let me rephrase that. Of course we've been racist. Of course. We're more racist than ever. Look at all the racism outside. It's crazy. I'm talking about the entertainment industry. Not racist at all. It hasn't been racist since 1967. It hasn't happened. We have to remove any evidence of such, even if that racism was actually making fun of racism. Anyway, this is... it's not really political, this. It's not. It's socio-political. And whatever. Like I say, if I haven't seen anyone online say the things that I'm saying, then I will say them and put them online, and no one will listen to them. Oh man, my throat feels really like gluggy, like not a dairy. Did I have anything else to say about this? What other changes have there been made in these protests? So, casting changes, white actors not playing black people in cartoons, cops and live PD have been cancelled. Oh god, the Reddit guy. School mascots, I don't know what these are. Like the rebel mascot, is he like a blackface motherfucker? What does he look like? I'm seeing I'm seeing a mascot, like, you know, the NFL mascot. This guy is white. He's got a black hat. He's like an old white guy. Remember, this is a mascot, someone in a costume. This costume, and this guy has like a mustache and like the biggest mutton chops. Hey Reb, UNLV Rebels football. I don't see anything racist about that. Is it like racist against white people? Against the British? Like no one has mutton chops that big. I don't know what the hell that is. All these like... Remove the mascot. Whole rebel... Is this because rebels were the Confederates? Is this it? Rebel Confederates. Rebel means a lot of things. Wait, what the fuck is this? List of names changed. Like someone's name? Do you change your name in protest? What fucking names? Oh, right. Because they're named after people that existed during slavery. There's quite a few here. Civil War. Do we call that something else now? Oh wait, I'm not reading all these. These are the changes being made in the protests. Changing the names of things. This is really what we need to do. This will solve things. Well, a quick fix is better than a hard fix. Some of these have been reinstated, I guess. What else? Oh, the Dungeons and Dragons one was hilarious. I don't even need to go into explaining it. Wait a minute. This is new to me. Fortnite. Removal of police cars. Blah, blah, blah. What? Who cares? There's fucking police cars. Why are people bothered? It's just cars, isn't it? There's no cops and... Yeah, it says it's merely a cosmetic change. Why? Doesn't matter. Who is... This makes me racist. Is this how black people feel? It doesn't seem like it. Seems like they're reacting like everyone else does. There's like a myriad of different reactions, but this seems to be one of them. Anyway, employment practices. What the hell? Now it would remove photos from officer promotion boards. I don't know what that is. Who cares? Well, it's pretty good. Some nice changes going on, which I'm sure will probably not last. Who knows? It may seem small, but it's a step in the right direction, man. This is the kind of world we need. Is this really it? I guess this isn't a list of proposed changes. I haven't heard much about bringing African Americans out of the socio-economic rut. I haven't heard anyone, a single person of authority, like a politician or even a protester, a prominent protester, say any of that. Like, that would be good. Doesn't that seem nice? Just to be able to like not be in a position where you're poor, you're in poverty, you have a drug issue in your community, you have a violence issue in your community, a lot of it stemming from your economy, and you don't have much of a purpose in your life without a job. You don't really have much of a, what do they call it, equity? I don't mean racial equity, economic equity, like something to pass on to your children. You don't have a will. What's the word? Damn it. I'm trying to sound really smart here, but I forgot one fucking word, now it's all ruined. A will, a bequeathment. Oh my god. Inheritance, I guess. No monetary inheritance or even enough to afford any kind of insurance, namely health insurance. That all sounds good, if we were to bring that level up, even if the level of everyone else goes up at the same time, to bring it up anyway would be at least an accomplishment, even not the most ideal accomplishment. I don't know. I haven't seen anyone say anything about that. I guess that's the wrong idea. I'm just assuming that I'm stupid, and not that I've mentioned on this podcast so far whether I'm white or black or whatever. I could be black, and that means I have more authority on this topic. But yeah, this kind of armchair economics that I'm espousing, probably not the right idea. I think you just need to get rid of the cops from the communities and ban some other shows, change some names. This is the step in the right direction. And then black people can continue on being poor, dying with no health insurance or inheritance. That's the way to go. Yeah, that's the way to go. Anyway, fuck all these people. Damn, this is getting way more political. This is what happens when I'm online. Because on the other ones, I wasn't looking at these fucking Wikipedia articles. Oh man, it's so frustrating. What a bummer. Let's talk about the amount of people that have died in the protests. 25, I believe it said 25 last time I checked. Alright, great. Well, who cares? Well, time to segue into my next topic. I'm going to be talking about something more lighthearted. I've got all these balloons. Let's have some cake. No, I don't know. Just die in a fire. Just all these people that are like, I guess they're trying to help. Even these like media companies, they're trying. They're like, oh, what do we do? Oh. They don't know how to really. They don't have a hand in like the economics of these communities. It's okay to just sit back and complain and just say a bunch of bullshit like I am right now and then not do anything. No one's gonna hassle you. And even if they do, just wait a week and then nothing will happen. Are you gonna lose your job? I'm gonna lose a blowjob. Alright. I'm being serious. I think I'm talking a lot of shit. Um, anyway, the other thing is the Peter Sellers movie from, I believe, 1969, The Party, needs to be banned, removed from YouTube, removed from streaming services if it's on there, no longer stocked on DVD. Take all the DVDs and remove them. I'll try and think of some other ones. Obviously, we had that Seinfeld episode. Although, don't you think Seinfeld should just be cancelled in general? Like, no more. Shouldn't be on streaming sites anymore. There wasn't enough diversity in that show. I don't know. Just looking back on it, doesn't it? Seems outdated. I mean, do we really need to like have that in our culture? It could hurt someone. I was hearing a guy talking about the Faulty Towers. I was watching a really quick clip. This guy called in to whatever kind of fucking show, and he said, you know, it sounds like they've removed this whole episode from the streaming site. Then I think he said, oh, then they put it back on, but they removed that scene, the scene where the guy says the N-word and everything. And the guy says, well, but then I went to my DVDs, and the scene's still there. I thought that would be really weird if you went to your DVD of Faulty Towers and the scene from that particular episode had been removed. That would be particularly concerning. But it's going to happen. Going to get a knock on the door, come in, take away my Seinfeld collection. I don't even care if they compensate me. You can't buy it, that particular Seinfeld set anymore. It comes with a coffee table book. Got all the little facts about the behind the scenes of the show. I'm pretty old fashioned, I guess. Well, I bought that DVD ages ago. Anyway, before streaming was cool. But fuck streaming. Torrenting is the way to go. And on that note, I guess I'm out. Jesus Christ, man, we're getting up to 30 minutes. I don't want this to get so political because I still feel like I'm talking a lot of shit. I say to myself, you know, I need to do the research. I need to look into this. And then I don't. I just listen to a bunch of shit. Yeah, I feel severely uneducated by the internet. You really have to go deep to get educated. You click on a PDF, it's like 36 pages, like, oh Jesus, here comes the learning, and then you like don't even, you save it, you tell yourself you're gonna read it later, and then you don't. What we call them, reports and studies like that can really be bullshit. Like, out of a test of 36 people, this many people said this, so then we can adjust that to the wider population. Like, oh, really? It's all a bunch of bullshit. Anyway. Yeah, I think I gotta go. Damn, I guess this is the sort of thing that I have to talk about in this, because there's fuck all being done in my day-to-day life. Talking about this kind of crap. Let's see where we go next time. Ah, Jesus. I mean, yeah, I really don't have any other ideas of what to talk about. Oh, what a pain in the ass. Don't worry. I'm sure this podcast will one day fix the ills, all of the ills of our world. And remember, by world, I mean Western civilization. I don't care about the East. Fuck them, whoever they are. Russia? Psh, if Russia blew up, like, we wouldn't care that much. It would be a bit of a big deal. It would be the top news story for probably a week. But then after that time, be like, oh, we can get used to Russia not being around. Everyone in there dead. Alright, with that, on that note of Russia being destroyed entirely, I'm out.